Let the dead bury the dead. Let the old man die. What do these sayings have to do with manifestation? Stay tuned and we'll get right into it. Hello, gorgeous souls. My name is Lisa. I am a mindset and manifestation coach. And before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff down there. Also, I am on all the socials, TikTok and Instagram, under Manifesting Your Shit. And I also do one-on-one coaching if you want to dive deeper, try to get into what your limiting beliefs are, and you need some assistance. I can help you through. I can help you see what you're doing wrong, give you some guidance, give you specialized tips, hacks, everything. All this information is provided down in the bio. All right, let's get going. So if you are brand new to law of assumption and manifestation and you've never heard the sayings, bury the dead, let the dead bury the dead, or let the old man die, these are quotes by Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard is one of the more famous people who kind of mainstreamed law of assumption. See, a lot of people do law of attraction, but law of assumption is slightly different. Law of attraction has to do with raising your vibration and matching something. What law of assumption is, it's based on your brain and what your assumptions are. So everything in your life that you have around you now, you have created by the assumptions that you have in your mind, in your subconscious mind, in any of the limiting beliefs that you have, in any of the programmings that were put into your mind while you were a child, things that you overheard, things that stuck in there and continue replaying in cycles in your life. Those are the things that are brought forward. So with law of assumption, in letting the dead bury the dead and letting the old man die, that means ending the old story that you had. So if you are trying to manifest something that is completely opposite of what you have known for your entire life, you are going to want to kill that old story. If you grew up always poor and dealing with money issues, if you struggled with love and with relationships, you are going to want to kill that old story in order to move forward with the new story and the new assumptions that you have. So instead of going on saying, I was always poor, I always struggled, forget the past. The past no longer exists. Everything that you say and do now affects the future. Anything even happening up to this minute has to do with your past assumptions. So what you're going to want to do is change the assumptions moving forward. Let the dead bury the dead. Let that old man die. That story is done and over with. It is gone. You are going to want to move forward with all of your assumptions, with the new story. You are going to want to build yourself into that person that has these things. You're going to create a new story for your life. You're going to want to only focus on the things that you want to have and don't worry about the past and the things that happen. They already happened. You've already seen them. You've already seen that the thoughts that you had about not having enough money, about not being in a good relationship, you've seen what that brings and what that does for you. Are those the things that you want to continue happening? Is that the life that you want to continue having? If the answer is no, then you need to kill that old story. Just lose it. It no longer exists. You are not that person anymore. Start working yourself into the person that you want to be. The more that you do this, the more that you will see those things actually coming to fruition. If you want more money in your life, you need to stop with the language of, I'm broke, I can't afford it. If that's the reality and you really can't afford things, that's okay, but watch your vocabulary. That's just not in my budget right now. And start being more mindful of the money that you do have coming in. Be appreciative, be grateful for the things that you do have. You're going to see those things starting to multiply the more that you change your mindset into believing that you can have those things, that you are worthy of having those things. Kill that old story, start building the new story. A good step for doing this is evaluating your life. Go through some of the main topics of your life. What is your love life like? What is your money situation? What about your career? What about just your family life? Go through each category, and what are the things that you do not like about this? Jot them all down. What is everything that you do not like? Now, also, after you do this, I want you to then go back and all the things that you don't like, what is your story about those things? So if you have a story about your love life, that people always cheat on me, they leave me, you need to change that story. If your story about money is hard to get, anytime I get it, it just flows through my hands and I just can't obtain it. It just gets harder and harder to get. Change those stories. You need to rewire your brain, rewire your mindset. It's not going to be easy because you have had these programs in your mind for a long time. So it's not your fault. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. Know that you can fix this. You can change this. You are absolutely powerful. You can change everything happening in your life by changing your mindset, by doing a mental diet, by watching everything that you think, all the words coming out of your mouth, the conversations that you have with other people. Be mindful of all of that. When you are able to be mindful of all of that, controlling your thoughts, controlling your assumptions, changing all those limiting beliefs around, you are then able to change your life and have everything that you've ever wanted. You guys have this. Have an amazing day. Love you guys.